most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Mike Keenan, PT assistant.
And Bob Schrupp, unfortunately, is not here today, or maybe fortunately, but we're lucky to have Mike here to work with us. And we're going to talk about the easiest and fastest thoracic back pain relief. Now, this is, in my opinion, of course, I've been using 6-inch rollers for my mid back for a number of years now with extreme success on relieving pain. And it's almost always due to a posture issue, whether I'm riding my bike or working at the desk seated and I allow myself to get into that posture. I'm so involved with my work sometimes. So, and Mike, what's your experience with the 6-inch roller?
They work nice. I use them primarily on my legs because I get more sore hips and IT band, but I've worked them on my back. They get good stretches, limber you up, make you move a little bit better.
And one more thing about that, there's a whole, this isn't new, but it's starting to be more recognized, fascia pain relief. That's that layer of tissue under your skin and above your
Yes.
muscles. And that fascia can have a lot to do with pain when it gets tight.
Yes, it
And
can
this is,
constrict those muscles and stuff doesn't move as well and it gets tight and it hurts and doesn't function properly.
that's right. And they say that the 6-inch roller can be effective on loosening the fascia up and decreasing pain. But right now we're talking primarily about the thoracic area. And here we've got Sam being very patient as we're going to use him to show the thoracic area. If you're not familiar, it's the mid back from T1, which starts right here and goes down to T12. So you got 12 vertebrae. There's a rib going to each one. You have more to say about the thoracic or mid back?
No.
No. That's it?
If you get hunchback, it's very prominent.
Right. And this is where a lot of force goes through these areas, and the facet joints can actually open up. And when your back cracks, that's what's going on. Your facet joints are popping back into place where they should be. When I have a tight back and I do the 6-inch foam roller, almost, I'd say 90% of the time I get cavitation or my back literally cracks, and it just feels like good relief. Very simple and very quick. So again, the posture is primary problem to it. If you do if you don't have a foam roller, you can get them in, these are 3 foot long, 36. You can get them in 18-inch, or is it 16? I use a short one actually for my back. There's another technique. I would buy the long one if I would buy one again, because you can use it for more things.
Mm-hmm. They come in small, large sizes. This one is very soft. That's why it's so flexible. The other ones cannot bend like this. They're very rigid. So different textures will have different firmness or softness. Some vibrate, some do weird things.
Right.
Just pick what one you.
If you're a beginner, if you haven't used one before, and you're a thinner person, I would get. Actually, this is the softer. This is medium, and then there's one more, the gray or the black color. Those are the hard, real dense ones. There's 4-inch. There's 6-inch. I've always used a 6-inch and had good luck. They say that 4-inch can be effective. I don't know. I wouldn't get it, but you can. It's not as aggressive. So if you're a beginner, you may want to start with this, or you're a real slight person. So let's get into how to use this, Mike.
Sure.
I'm going to start out, and this is exactly, I've had back pain in the middle of the night after working at the computer and just going to bed because I was tired without stretching. And I wake up with my back hurting, and I literally get out of bed, get my foam roller on the floor, and I'll go like this, and I'll feel it crack, crack, crack. And I'll bring my hands up like this. Oh, there it goes again. It cracked. It just cracked 5 minutes ago, and it's doing it again. Hands up like this is how I was just taught in my continuing ed class by the myofascia course. And we're going to show you some other options, but this is the basic technique. Do not go down into your lumbar back and it hurts. Keep it between your shoulder blades. And if you go up by your neck, it's not so comfortable either. So I would stay away from that. And typically you can roll for 30 seconds is all I ever do. You can go a little longer if you'd like. If that doesn't get your back to crack, you're going to go to the next option.
We got a variation of a diagonal. So your body is still going in the same motion. The foam roller is just set up diagonally. So you're going to go both ways. So if you're new to this, like I was 5 minutes ago, it feels a little different because your body wants to go straight with it. But you just start rolling, it hits your fascia in a different way and can loosen more stuff up with it.
You know, and if you like that crack, if doing it the standard way I showed didn't work, this may get at that and mobilize those joints a little bit better.
Yeah, and like a soft one like this isn't gonna put as much pressure on it. So if you don't feel much with the soft one, you're probably gonna want a more rigid one. And then all you have to do is switch angles. So
There you
then
go.
can hit the same thing. And just keep rolling. Hum yourself a song. You got a song for me?
Yeah, Mike. If I start singing, everyone's gonna turn their computers off
And
or
I
go.
drum for a reason because I can't sing.
That's right. Mike's a drummer.
And what is our last one? Oh yeah, laying on it.
Wait, there's one more.
Oh!
One more. I'm going to show this one. Let me try the softer one.
Okay.
I never use the soft one. And you put it in, not at an angle, but again, like I had it, and you go up like this. Oh yeah, this is too soft for me.
That's
but it's
squishy.
Yeah, it's squishy. You know, some people will prefer that. Hands up like this, like we did before, and then you start out by the neck, and then you're going to rotate 2 or 3 times,
Oh.
and then go to the right, and then go about 2 or 3 levels of vertebra down, and do a little more rotation. You can go over as far as you feel comfortable, and then go both directions, and you can definitely feel things working a little more differently, maybe a little more aggressively on the side, and work that all the way up and down. It's a nice little option to add in there. And then you wanted to show this last one. We can do this together, Mike.
We can?
Oh,
I
sure.
suppose if we go this way.
This is one of my favorite things because it's easy and all you do is let gravity do the work. It's excellent for your posture. And what's good for your posture is definitely good for you. You just slide down and you need a 3 foot.
You take a nap.
Yeah, just the gravity pulls your chest muscles open, opens up that chest. You can breathe nice, let your head relax. Now, there's some people who have head forward posture and they've had that head forward posture for such a long time. Usually it's older people, but you will not be able to get your head back like this comfortably. If that's the case, what do you do, Mike?
Put a pillow in there.
Yeah, you can put a pillow, you can roll up a towel, and you can put that there because you do want to feel relaxed with this. And if bringing your head all the way back is uncomfortable or painful, put something in there to make it comfortable. And you can hang out here and relax, have some music going.
You can do different positions. I like to make little wall angels. Well, I guess it's a floor angel.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
You can do it in the snow. We got snow today.
Tanner, can you see this? We're not really close to the... Tanner says we're okay.
If you have little children that think the foam roller is a weapon, I would suggest buying the foam one, the soft one.
And if you have an animal like a dog and you're doing this and they want to jump on you, that may not work so well.
Yeah, mine joins me sometimes.
All right. So very good. Very effective. You know, it's a nice little Christmas present, isn't it? Time of year.
Yes. You think this can fix your broken heart?
No, we're not going there today, Mike. There you go. No.
Clear.
Yeah. So there's a link below, and there's different colors and whatnot. So enjoy. Keep your back healthy, straight, and breathe well. Be careful as always in everything that you do. Anything else, Mike?
Have fun rolling.
Would you quit playing with that thing? You're gonna break it.